In regular Minecraft, getting torches is easy. Smelt some wood, get charcoal, make torches. But this is GTNH, where even charcoal has a progression tree. So today, we're building a coke oven and setting up a wood production system, making tree chopping a thing of the past. But first, we need some better tools, because we're gonna need to dig a lot of clay and gravel for this. And to get to the next tier of tools, we're gonna need some Tinker's Construct infrastructure. First, let's craft a mortar, then grind some clay into clay dust, craft an unfired clay bucket, smelt it, and we have a fired clay bucket, which can hold a bucket of water. Then we're gonna have to make some wood pulp, and by mixing it with some water, we're gonna get some paper. Let's repeat this process a couple more times. We need 16 paper for the quest. So let's craft some blank patterns, part builder, stencil table, tool station, and a pattern chest. With these patterns, we can finally start crafting some tools. I will start by making a throwing knife. Get a flint knife blade, combine it with a wooden tool rod, and you get a flint throwing knife. Let's make a couple more patterns. We need a tool binding pattern, shovel pattern, pickaxe pattern, and an axe pattern. Put them all in the pattern chest, and we can access them from the part builder. Let's make a wooden tool binding, a flint pickaxe head, a flint shovel head, and an axe head. And in the tool station, we can combine these parts to get our tools. Let's get a pickaxe, a shovel, and a hatchet. And with the completion of this quest, we get even more blank patterns. Let's turn one of those into a wooden brick form. We're gonna need this for the coke oven. Combine some clay with sand using the brick form, and we get unfired coke oven bricks. Like you could have guessed, we're gonna need to fire them. But first, we need to dig some more sand. Now we can finally craft the remaining bricks that we're gonna need for the coke oven. While the bricks are smelting, I want to make another tool. Combine a stick with a shovel head, with a pickaxe head, and you get a mattock. That's basically a combination of a shovel, axe, and a hoe. So 3 tools in one. A really great deal. But there's one trick. It digs dirt, but it doesn't dig sand and gravel. So we're still gonna need to use our shovel. The hatchet though is not really useful anymore. And with our bricks ready, we can craft our coke oven. Just put it in a 3x3 structure that is hollow in the middle, and you get a coke oven. Let's load it up with some logs, and we're producing charcoal. Unfortunately, the speed is really slow. You get 1 charcoal per 90 seconds. Coke oven also creates a byproduct called creosote oil, which you can use to smelt items. It's much more efficient than the charcoal. It smelts 32 items from 1 bucket, which is a great deal. And with that, let's craft some torches. And now we're ready to go do some mining. And we were lucky enough to stumble upon some limonite. It's an iron vein. That's exactly what we were looking for. You can repair your Tinker's tools in a tool station by just adding the material they were made for. So for a flint pickaxe, just add a flint. And it's time to mine the vein. As you can see, this vein is a pretty large one. I mean, you can't really see it, but it's just the top of it that you can see right now. The vein is much larger and goes like several blocks lower into the ground. I love this mechanic that GregTech New Horizons adds. You don't have to like do some strip mining to find some materials. I mean, yeah, the new Minecraft caves are interesting, but still, the most efficient way to mine resources is strip mining. This just like evades that problem. You can just find the correct vein that you need. In this case, I need iron, and I have found this iron vein, and I can just dig it up and get all the iron that I need. I will be getting some secondary ores, but like when you're digging a vein, you know what you're digging, and you will get exactly that and nothing less and nothing more, which is really useful. If you need like tin, you go to a tin vein. If you need copper, go to the copper vein. Pretty straightforward. You just need to find them, and there will be a tool that will help with that. I really like this. Also, there is a pattern to the way you find these ore veins. It is in the quest book, so I won't be going deep into it, but that's how I found this vein. I was lucky that it was iron, and it is iron that I needed. We also got this big head in the quest, and since we already have the iron, we will be able to repair the pickaxe head with it. No need to worry about the tool losing durability and us not being able to repair it. We already have some iron in our inventory, we just need to smelt it. And it's exactly what I'm going to do right now. 32 iron with the creosote bucket. Let's wait for it to smelt. I also got this iron axe head from a quest book, so I will be putting it on my mattock. And now that we have enough iron smelted, we can proceed to crafting GregTech tools. I'm specifically looking to craft a saw, because it will allow us to make crops. But there is a quest to make all the tools and we will be needing them, so why not make them right now? Starting with a hammer and a wrench, with a file, a screwdriver, 2 plates for a saw blade, and a saw. By using a saw with a file on logs, we can get some longwood sticks, combine 4 of them, and we get crops. You can plant crops on the farmland. You can grow pretty much any crop on them, including wood. If you plant a sapling on a crop, it turns it into a bonsai tree, which produces logs and saplings and apples. Pretty cool. And just like that, we made a coke oven, and we made a way to get trees without having to chop them down anymore, which was quite laborious previously. You just click on the crop and get your wood. And now we just need to wait for the trees to grow. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.